Graeme, full week on the training ground. That's I imagine that's been a bit of welcome relief, has it?
It has, yeah. It's been rare, especially what we went through the last probably 5-6 weeks. It's been nice, and you could see the lads fresh. Tuesday morning, they were bright, really at it again, and what we've been like in the games prior to the Walsall game, and even again yesterday was the session, the tempo and everything, and it was good. And like I said, that's just probably having that little bit of a break, freshen the legs up and the minds up and ready to go again. So no, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game, hopefully on what I've seen in training.
Has it allowed you to get a few of those knocks and niggles ironed out as well?
Yeah, there's majority, but we've still got ones we were hoping to be back who were still struggling, so it's still being assessed, and hopefully, like someone. But yeah, majority of the team, and like I said, I think it was a lot of it. The bodies have just went through a hell of a lot, especially lads who played week in week out throughout the fixtures. And like we said before, the travelling takes its toll. As much as I don't like using the excuse, you assess it and you come away from it, and you probably it does, because like I said before, I knew how I felt after the games and the next 2 days after the games, and going into games and having to play that, it's a lot. So look, I've had a great response in the training field this week, so I'm hoping for the same on Saturday.
When you look at the last month or so, I mean, if you take Walsall out of it, a really positive month for the team in general. Yeah,
it's been fantastic. It has been fantastic, and that's why it was probably so disappointing in the Walsall game. Yeah, I looked at the run of games and how it was going to be, and we had another a week's rest, so to say. So it was like, come on, one final push to finish off this month. Unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. But it's been the points on the board is, like I said, very, very pleasing to see, and like I said, and it reflects obviously where you are in the league at the moment. And like I said, but we need a reaction now from last Saturday. We've had a good week, like we said, on the training field, so it's now about Saturday.
Yeah. And in terms of the atmosphere and the sort of morale, if you like, of the players, has it been affected by that defeat at Walsall, or is it still quite high given how impressive and positive the results have been leading up into that game? Yeah,
look, if I'm judging on training how it was, the lads are right back at it. There should be, and we try to emphasise that after the game, in the sense of, like, we've had a great run. We shouldn't be disappointed. We are disappointed, but we shouldn't be looking on reflection what we've done this month. But it's all about this week and all about the reaction on Saturday and the performance, what we put in, and it's the energy we've got to bring. I've looked at Harrogate, quite similar to Walsall, the way they approach the game, the way they come at you, the energy they bring, and we have to match that. We have to match any team's energy and more, and that's what we have been successful with over the last month. So if we raise our game, like I said, we're a challenge for anyone.
And this is a game that probably stands out simply because the fact that the reverse fixture was one of the most dramatic games of the season, going 2-0 down, come back 3-2. Yeah. I know it was before your time here, but a game I'm sure that you will have seen, and it was some match. Yeah, look,
any game like that, it's I was hoping the Walsall game would have ended up like that, but it's look, they're an exciting team. What I've seen of them, they're a very hard working team, and they're going to cause most teams problems. But we've got to be, like I keep saying, we've got to be on our game. We've got to, and one thing we need to do, it's about the start, how we start the game, how we approach the game, and not invite that pressure onto us early. And if we can do that, and we will do that, we can. We've given ourselves, like I said, a nice chance to react on the back of the Walsall defeat.
And right next to each other in the table as well, just a point and a place separating the two sides. So it's there's a lot to play for with it.
Yeah, look, the teams are winning games all around the league at the moment, and it's that consistency what gets you where we want to be, and we have to have a reaction on that, and that's what tomorrow's about. Our performance be nice, obviously, because of the close out where we are. It's one of our closest games, or probably is the closest game in the league. So you take that and fire the lads up a little bit. Like it's a derby game, it is, and we've got to be ready for that, and that challenge, that fight, and approach the game with the right mentality. And like I said, it gives us a chance.
This is the basic Luke Armstrong question now, because obviously a lot will be written about and spoken about Luke Armstrong, coming back against his former team, as it was that afternoon when Pools won 3-2. How do you go about trying to stop Luke Armstrong, knowing all that you know about Luke Armstrong?
Yeah, look, I've worked with Luke at Middlesbrough, and obviously seen him. I bumped into him a couple of weeks ago at the petrol station. He doesn't live too far from me, so a few nibbles in his ear there. Luke's he's one of the players people love working with, because he gives everything on the training field, on the game. So this is what I keep saying about us. We have to make sure we match this work ethic, deal with them, what they're going to offer. Luke is going to be a threat, we know that, but we've got to be on our game. We've got to win our own individual battles and help your mate win his individual battles first and foremost. And we say each week, it's about earning that right to play. And if that's trying to stop likes of Luke in his game and what he offers against us, it's a challenge. But like I said, every game we play and every team's got these challenging forwards or midfielders, and wherever you are on the pitch, you've got to be up for the game. And if we're up for it and we do our job right, then we've given ourselves a chance.
Are you surprised at how Harrogate seem to, from the outside looking in, they seem to have dropped off? I mean, they started the season like right out of the gate and they were in and amongst it, but since then it's found results hard to come by.
I just think it's the league we're in at the moment. It's a challenging league, and it's that consistency. And each game, you look at the games we've won, there's chances either way in the games, and them opportunities come, and it's that rub of the green, the work effort you put in. I watch Harrogate and the work effort's there. You can see that they go away to exit, and I think they're 3-1 up and end up losing 4-3. But you're watching the game, and they're dominating the game a part of the time. They're exciting going forward, and they cause that threat and they score goals. So it's challenging. The league's challenging, and you can get hurt from switching off in this league. And like I said, they've had a great run early in the season. They're still not far off. You can see on the performances they're getting a lot of draws at the moment, but they're still a threat, and it's going to be a tough game. But like I said, we're looking forward to it.
Is it going to be tough as well for you in terms of team selection, just simply because of, with Wednesday night in mind? How much do you think about that going into Saturday?
I have not one thought. Not one thought. I know the game and we're excited by the game, but not one thought regarding team selection. Doesn't influence my cup game. It's been probably one of the toughest debates in my own head regarding the team selection, and it's only on the sense of probably overthinking last week's performance, the what's and whys, and should we do this, should we do that. So yeah, I've had a lot of debates and a lot of chats with my staff, and Nelson's told me it's guided discoveries. But it's been, I've debated so many times, but no, I'm settled where I am at the moment, and like I said, what I believe what's best for us is what I'm going to put out there on the pitch.
And just finally, how much work, I know it's been talked this week about Luke Armstrong and about Luke Molyneux and potentially trying to sort out his contract. Just how much work is going on behind the scenes with those players who, trying to tie them up and get players pinned down for next season, and one eye on that? Yeah,
look, a transfer window was about bringing players in, and then my next focus was about securing the players within the club. And like I said, chats are happening behind the scenes. I'll leave that to Lee Rust and the chairman to hopefully get them sorted for me. Like I said, we want to plan for next season, and we want to have a foundation so we can build on.
Spot on. Thank you very much.